Well, hello again, YouTube. Today I'm going to continue with my journey, Mama Jenny's Mexican journey here. And I'm going to take you with me to a town where I lived very happily for 10 months when I first arrived in Mexico. You will find it very interesting. So here we go. It's to Ciudad Guzman. It's 77 miles away from Guadalajara. And it takes about an hour to get there, maybe an hour 15 minutes. The way I drive, let's do an hour. It's a very scenic drive to Ciudad Guzman. You'll pass through desert areas practically, where it's very barren and it's prone to these things, dust storms. So they ask you to be careful and slow your speed. This is an example of dust storms that you can see on any given day on this journey. Then it contrasts to areas that are so fertile that the sweetest, plumpest berries grow underneath these cloches. So now we've turned off the highway and we're entering into the outskirts of the city of Ciudad Guzman. It's hard not to notice that she's surrounded by mountains. This is our first roundabout entering the city. The lady welcomes you. Ciudad Guzman is known by two names. Ciudad Guzman, as is logical, and she's also called Zapotlan el Grande. If you take a left by that roundabout, you'll come to the lake. This lake is on the map as it was a site of some of the Pan American Games in 2011. Let's look at this expansive lake together. During the Pan American Games, the lake was used primarily for rowing, canoeing, and water skiing. Again, about the mountains. If you're into hiking, this is an ideal place for you. There are many mountain trails that you would really enjoy. And because of the mountains, it keeps the temperature and the weather in this area just perfect. You would love it. Entering downtown Centro. So this is where we have the conflict. Is it Zapotlan el Grande or Ciudad Guzman? For me, Ciudad Guzman. So here in the town center is a statue erected to represent this dance, the dance of the rattles, typical of Guzman and Tuxpan. Ciudad Guzman is rich in culture, in music, and in art. So these structures have been recreated to represent that in the central square, and they also provide fine places for photo ops. Now let's drone up and have a look around. Each city chooses a color for their town square. Ciudad Guzman chose a muted, refreshing looking olive green. I like it. Let's see. Guzman has 10 universities, so this contributes to a very young, vibrant vibe about this town. Add to this the fact that Guzman also has several culinary schools for food and for baking. There are in the small town many first-class restaurants. It has a movie complex and a Sam's Club. Guzman is truly clean and green and tranquil. It's a nice place to live and visit. By report, this cathedral has been rebuilt several times because of earthquake activity, but never to her former glory. Still looks good to me. Before we leave, let me take you to the first restaurant that I went to when I arrived in Mexico. We arrived at the Guadalajara International Airport and drove straight to Ciudad Guzman, where we were going to live, and we went to this place for our first meal. The name of the restaurant? Los Portales. It is divine. Let's go in. So with full bellies, we're heading home. Thanks for the watch, YouTube. Adios or bye.